Rick, after the last game, you talked about the challenges of playing from behind. You guys were doing well in that until that very end of the first half. What in that stretch before halftime was so killer for you guys?
Yeah, the run, I believe, was 20-2. We had a lead, I think, at the 6-minute timeout. And we just, we had breakdowns. And we had four turnovers the whole half, and I think all 4 of them happened during that stretch. So we had done some good things leading up to that. And there are some good things sprinkled throughout the game, but, consistency and being able to sustain are essential on the road. This is a tough building. It's always been tough for us. And so, that was, there were problems we couldn't overcome.
You guys have obviously turned to the Obi-Pascal combo a lot in the past, but today was the first time in a long time. What made tonight a good time to go for it, and what were you looking for from that pairing?
Pretty sure we did it last game too.
Oh, sorry.
We may have done it a little bit in the Clipper game, but I don't know that for sure. But this is an opportunity to look at everything. And we're looking at a lot of different guys, a lot of different combinations. And by the time we're done, we're going to have a significant amount of information collected on our entire team. And that's a plus. And there are still 18 games to play. And, this is meaningful, how we approach them, how we compete.
Yeah, we got to 130 again. I mean, what do you just keep seeing on the defensive end in terms of just breakdowns and ability, basically?
Look, we're trying to come up with sub 30-point defensive quarters. We had a great chance to do it in the first and have something to build on, and it ended up 30-30, not the end of the world. The second quarter was the killer again, and the second quarter has been a big problem for us. So we just got to do better. Look, this is a good team, and they've had a very difficult schedule up to this point, presumably, and I presume that because they have the easiest schedule headed down the stretch of the season, and I believe we have the hardest schedule. So there's going to be plenty of tough tests. And so, we've just got to compete at a better level.
Who made Scoot Henderson particularly tough to contain?
He got the drive game going and he got the 3 going. And, this is one of the best games I've ever seen him play. Hats off to him. He was aggressive. He was unbending in his will to get to the paint. And, he had great rhythm on his 3-point shot. So we didn't do a good enough job on him. Rejected us on pick and rolls a few times. Got by us. We gave him too many angles, but he played a great game.
This TJ hamstring's been on the injury report a few times this month. Is there any concern for that beyond today?
There's concern. So we'll see. We'll see. And Walk turned his ankle at the end. And look, we're a bit beat up right now. So we'll circle the wagons tomorrow with medical staff and see what's what.